I came out here with not a lot of money. I met Pauletta and Denzel Washington via John David, their oldest son. And I worked at Campbell Hall, the high school he went to here in the Valley. And I was teaching, substitute teaching, but coaching, and I became more so specifically his mentor.
Wow.
And his trainer at UCLA on Saturday mornings. And so that sort of gave me an inroads to this sort of avuncular figure in Denzel and an aunt figure in Pauletta. And they perfectly and appropriately didn't help me out, you know what I mean?
Right.
They gave me shelter when I didn't have a place to stay or whatever, but they sort of just allowed me to be close enough to the family. And so I sort of transitioned into getting an agent and the whole thing and doing all these odd jobs, pursuing firefighting as a backup or pursuing it at least. And then on the day that I said no to the fire department was the day that Spike Lee offered me my first gig.
Wow.
Which was Sucker Free City. It was great. We shot it in San Francisco, and then I went broke after that, like in a car, because the show was gonna be a series on Showtime, and it didn't work out. It became a one-time shot. And so still was doing acting class, like 6 hours a week or whatever, and then kind of just found myself showering at the YMCA. Moms and pops were still supportive, like, you ain't coming back home. I thought about that at one point. Pops and moms rounded up about $2,500. Pauletta Washington paid, and it's probably the first time I've ever said it on camera. She paid for my car to not be, you know, taken back.
Wow.
Or they paid for it. She called and said, I gotta get Denzel's approval first, but he was like, all good. And so when I paid him that check back, it was big. They framed that check of me paying that back.
That's great.
But there were times I wanted to leave. I just kept the foot to the grind, and it kind of worked out. Now I'm talking to Lonnie Love.